make sure we keep track of. You can queue up for a game before that timer, but you have to be in the lobby when it hits 0 because then you can potentially play out your last game.
Less than 20 minutes left. These guys running short on time.
Right now, it actually poses a really kind of interesting question because if you are right now, Huskers, you put yourself in a situation to where a full game, if you're winning it, I'm going to say anywhere from like 10 to 15 minutes at the rate at which these guys are playing. And so the question is like, do you want to risk that, like, maybe ending a game short by not necessarily playing that well, look for a double stack and get a full one game and a start right before the end, or what?
Just for the sake of having information that might not necessarily be as useful in a tournament like this, but something that I'd be very curious of seeing, what the average game time of these guys actually are like. Because the average game time, when you play it all the way through to the 4th, 5th, and even 6th round, you find yourself at about the 20-minute mark. These guys, I think you hit the nail on the head with that. They're mostly running around that 15-minute mark because of how quickly they're going. Very few games have actually made it to the end of round number 3 because of how aggressive these guys are playing at those final circles.
And I think, call me the try-hard at heart here, but something about my brain would immediately go, all right, so I've got 2 games left, right, according to how this is going to end. So right now, if you're Huskers, you sit yourself in a very tough situation. You can't walk out of the lobby, right? And so it's going to be like, is there any situation where it is worth risking some kind of death or taking a hyphy choice? Because you have 2 games if you die now. You only have 1 if you have, maybe a mediocre approach to the mid game.
There's no reason to not go for it.
Well, that's the next question.
Every fight.
That's the next thing that I actually implore you guys to think about as well is when do you actually decide to do the strategy that Kings Canyon is doing, where you basically send Dizzy off to go do his own thing, and then the other 2 do it? Because split up, whenever you're thinking about high kill games and trying to go for the squad records, every single BR, it's been every single member of the squad going off and doing their own team.
Different place going for the 1v3.
Is there a time when the members here of Reed's Money Team need to employ that strategy?
We're here. I think if you're here, I'll say if you haven't started your game that you intend to do that, your next game, Snap needs to be the solo split. There is no jump master, each for their own. You go to Skulltown, I got myself over here in Swamps, and we'll meet in the middle when things start going down, or hopefully we've killed everybody in between.
Or you can all drop Skulltown, win the big battles there, and then make yourself to get
split
a spread
in other
out.
directions.
As well.
Land dead center of the map, win that area, and just move in just tertiary direction.
There's so much mobility with the balloons that they've put in Apex Legends that you can essentially move wherever it is that you want to go and go in an opposite direction. Look, you can actually see it right now. You've got the next round that's going to be happening very soon, but they're all deciding to go outside of the ring because they want to try to get themselves some more kills.
Yeah, we've gone over to this area.
It's one of my favorites. I believe it's wastewater, or water treatment is the name of it. Yeah, it's just one of the, it's pretty because it's like not pretty, if you know what I mean. Like it's corrupted.
It's
like
so
if
ugly,
the world
it's
had kind of been left.
It's pretty because you can't smell it.
It's like my grandma's dog. It's so ugly, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't know
That to me is the entire
You refer
pug
to yourself
species.
as your grandma's dog?
All right, listen. All right.
9 squads left here. It's Huskers.
Should bring Grandma jump into this.
You're the one who mentioned the grandma here. They are so close. The standings have been neck and neck. Last time we saw them, they were tied up. These 2 teams trying to bring home that $8,000. Also leading in right now, it seems like everyone's winning, right? These 2 teams are winning all the time, which means that it's going to be who gets the most kills who takes the victory, which means that the team that comes in first, most likely also taking home that most kills prize pool of $7,500, which is what we saw Team Maine do in Europe as well.
Or it might work out in any way.
15 minutes. Just over 15 minutes left remaining.
I was going to say, unlike within the Europe, we saw Team Maine set the tone after hour 1.
We knew how it was going to be.
This is very different than what we've had out of the Europe. Though it is similar, I think it's very important to know that this is far more tense at almost every level of the bracket comparatively than what we got out of the European region.
Yeah, we've been so concentrated on this, we haven't even talked about the Shroud Disrespect rivalry.
Yeah.
And that's been just back and forth.
Because we got a new rivalry, and it's Huskers versus Dizzy.
Versus Dizzy. This is it. Which Wraith player can pull off the most kills? Right now it's been Dizzy, but Husker is also giving him a run for his money.
Damn, Choco too.
Dude, Choco has got the hang of it now.
dude.
Yeah.
Best Wraiths in A. We're watching it, boys.
Or Northwest.
It's not north.
If you like playing Wraith, these are your boys.
I wonder if it's in the cave.
Huskers.
And remember, both of these guys are streaming right now. You can see at the bottom of each of their windows what their Twitch ads are. So if you guys want to, learn some extra tips about Apex Legends, or more importantly, you just want to learn how to be a better Wraith player, both of these guys are certainly capable of doing so.
On me. I knew it.
We got some pressure.
Got in.
All right, there you go. Ninja with a call out saying on me. That's going to be Dizzy doing an immediate turnaround to try to see if he can go help out his team. It's going to be 90,
baby.
90, 45. That's going to be down. The long range is going to hit as well. It's not going to be enough just yet. And look at what we got. It's a tie ball game. A barn burner's on our hands indeed.
And then-
377. That's
5 more
gonna be
points.
5 more points as well as the extra 3 on those eliminations of the final squad. That'll be 8 points added to their score. That's going to be an 8-point advantage now for Kings Canyon.
Go to Huskers.
Digital threat wingman for Dizzy is
Yeah.
disturbing. Like the flank to get the back half double 90, it was great, right? But you're like, okay, there was nothing that major, but then the snap damage into the wingman on the far distant, and again, a 1 versus 3 to clutch out a round. Man, this is...
The difference maker right now could be the Q stagger.
Yeah.
Right now, 9 squads left here for Huskers and the boys.
Actually-
They got to finish this game, get another one going.
I think that's a really good point you bring up. I actually think it's very likely that they will get essentially another game after this, whereas we won't see that maybe for Dizzy as great shots
But they're
coming
starting
in.
another game right now.
Yeah, but if they don't win that under 13 minutes, then we find a situation where Huskers maybe gets quote-unquote an extra game.
And remember, in the rules, you're not allowed to intentionally die or
Right.
jump off the
Yeah.
map to reset the game. You have to play the game out, and there are admins that are watching to make sure that nobody is leaving a game early. And so you're right, this could be the game changer if they're not able to end that game in sub 13.
Yeah, I think at that point, I immediately go for the 3-man split, and if it doesn't work out, we just go for even more risky choices, right? Hope that it works out. If it doesn't, on to the next lobby,
The
call it a
3-man
day.
split almost could be worth it, right?
It
You
has
split
to
up.
be.
And
In the
you-
current
and you
standings-
you play your hearts out. Very good chance you get wiped, but you get like, what, 8 kills or something like that?
I mean, there's-
Load into another lobby, boom, you have a fresh new lobby to go with.
Yeah, I mean, there's an opportunity where they're going to have another 12 to 15 kills potentially in this lobby going into the favor with the knockdowns and the eliminations that you're seeing. That is a very real opportunity for the members of Reed's Money team to be able to get it. And so I think you're right. This has to be a clutch now decision for the members of King Canyon. What are they going to do? I think the split is right.
I also think it's only fair. We've been talking about Dizzy being picked up by NRG. Huskers plays for Rogue, specifically for Apex here. So
Awesome.
Rogue also pretty happy with how Huskers doing.
Yeah, I did not know that, but yeah, even more so. You know, shout out to every one of the guys that is streaming under a major organization like
How
that.
good does it feel? A game's been out 8 days and you've already been picked up by an org for something like Apex. That just shows how good of a player you really are. Huskers is doing just that. And as we say that, though, it looks like there's going to be a strike that comes down. It's
Well, no,
not
Taco-
gonna be
Taco's
good.
out,
Oh,
too.
no.
Visions.
This could be
baby.
detrimental.
Can he do it? No!
Oh.
Are they out? No, okay, his Visions is not out yet.
Yeah, he does have a res opportunity, but I want to raise the point of all the concerns we've had with times and games and how this game was going perfect tempo for them to end it fast enough, then go for a possible hyphy play on the next round. That mess up, if you will, might be the difference there. That one nuke setup.
Is it worth going for the respawns right now?
I
think
don't
you do.
know.
I
Play
think
it,
you
you know?
do. I think that you need to go for the respawns and finish this game out because there's still 10 minutes left remaining. You're almost guaranteed to get at least one more game in, and that's what you're going to need at this point in time. We take a look on the other side. It is a fresh game, 18 squads left alive, and I'm not too sure. You made this point up, Dreadnought, and I think you're going to be standing true on it. I don't think they have enough time to finish another game. This might be the last one for King
And
Canyon.
that is a huge setback if the tempo has been at a slower cadence than what we've gotten from Huskers, which according to that last game, Huskers was on the tempo to get that. But then the double nuke knockdown, I don't know if they have that case. It is going to be so interesting when we scout back with them.
Timer sits up right there. 10 minutes, 45 seconds left remaining. If you wanted to find yourself in the very first Apex Legends competition and you wanted to see it close, well, ladies and gentlemen, Twitch Rivals has the menu for you.
Nice damage coming through here.
Them up.
Out from Dizzy.
They decided to stick with their normal strat. Just keep on dropping Skulltown, clean it up, and rotate out.
You also have to think about this as well. I'm not 100% sure how much these guys are able to actually watch either our stream or be able to get an accurate count of how many points they have.
Right.
So they might not even know currently how close they are, and that would potentially change the strategy that they have. They have a 1-point advantage as it currently stands. Reed's Money team 1 point behind with 388.
Here's-
Roy's.
I think it's that next game.
Here's
that
the
is going
interesting
to
thing,
change
though.
this.
The Broys. We've been talking about this rivalry the entire day, and I think it's pretty safe to say with 9 minutes left, Shroud is going to get the win over Dr. Disrespect. Back and forth. I think Shroud's got that one.
I think so,
Play's
too.
pretty locked up.
I think that is very, very fair. It's a good shot.
Sorry,
coming
guys,
through.
I'm out of ammo. Let me just get you an EVA auto to the face.
But I'm sorry, maybe I'm too obsessed with the time sensitivity, but I think that truly, depending on how this last round goes, oh my goodness, that EVA 8 damage, one more, the reload, he's got to be able to break
Melee.
vision. He uses, the shield to dodge all the damage from all the shots, and then oh my, Dizzy?
Yes!
I'm dizzy after that. That was absurd.
But he's not done just yet. It looked like there was another piece of the enemy. He's going to have to be forced to phase around because he needs to get his shields back. He has shield cells to be able to get himself those shield recharges back up, though he only has a common armor, so he's not going to have as much effective health as what you might want, but he's still flipping around.
The opponent has no armor.
Has
Yeah.
to be careful, though. R99, he also got 18
the
over
Bloodhound, he knows where he is.
61.
He's going to push up, has the opportunity to iframe in 2
Got
seconds.
it.
Damage
Oh!
there, but then the Bloodhound, see ya,
Quick
kid.
scope.
Get out of
This is
here.
swap.
He used the R99 for the first kill, turned it in like 15 frames, switches guns, 1 pump, 9 kills.
And guys, there's only 8 squads remaining. There's 8 minutes and a half remain. And as we saw that last game, Out From Huskers should be rounding the end and possibly kicking off over the next few minutes.
All right,
And we'll-
realistically, I got to ask you, Dreadnought, realistically, is there a world where King Canyon, Dizzy, Ninja, and King Richard are able to finish this game in the next, say, 7 minutes to potentially get themselves out? They've got 8 squads left alive. They're still somewhat grouped up together.
Oh, they're so far from the circle.
Is there a
though.
chance? though?
Only if they triple solo. I think that's the only way you can justify
The thing
that
is,
kind
their
of style.
positioning, they're so far away, all the other squads are going to mostly be there. Yeah, they will be able to play. Once the clock hits 0, they will be in overtime in their final game. Once that game ends, they are through with their run.
And there it is.
Yep.
The startup of the secondary game. So now it comes down to the fact that does Dizzy end this game before we hit that 8-minute time frame, now to rounding over into the 7-minute
I
time
don't think
frame.
it's
They have
possible.
20 people left. They have to absolutely high octane play, no hesitation.
We've been making the kind of cliche statement of, every kill is going to matter because every point is
Oh,
going to
it
mean
does.
something.
But it's
now is truly where that comes to the test.
Like, you
not
have to
only, not only do you need to make sure that you get every single one of your kills, but you need to also make sure that by no fluke of a chance are you looking.
Hey,
but
it happened.
It did, but
But think about the game. The fact if that came after the last game and King Canyon and Reeds are both in their very last game, then we sit in a situation where technically Reeds should be able to tie it up, right? But if the case is to where Canyon is not able to get that next game and then we see Reeds take them right now, that's game. Reeds takes it.
a 30 bomb needs to come out from Reed's money team right now. I think a 30 bomb. I'd love to find out the actual numbers of how many is left in one or the other for like the nitty gritty statistics. The statistician in me is kind of like really wanting to know those numbers.
But hey,
all the while you have to frag out.
Kings Canyon, 400 points. We were 1 point away in Europe.
Both teams are going to break
into
it. It's safe to say 2 teams are going to break that 400 mark.
Absolutely incredible play.
Oh, great drop in flank. My goodness. Oh, but he's got an ally to be able to aid. Actually, no, just a full turnaround in the
This
not
isn't
secondary
good.
Chaco, though.
No!
Chaco goes
Visions!
down. Oh, this is actually possibly good?
It
Question
won't
mark?
matter that much. I think it's near negligible.
Okay.
Because this would be their last game. The next game is going to be their next game. However, if you want to think about it, I think it could be naturally a net positive.
The thing is that they get kills out of this lobby, then they reset the lobby with more people to
They
kill.
do, they do, they do.
But Vision's got the kill, and he's an honorable player, so he's going to keep on going here. They're going to keep on playing this game.
6-minute warning, everybody, as we find ourselves to the home stretch.
I just felt like an arbitrary number. Here we go, folks. We're coming up with a 5-minute and 54-second warning here.
It's
Ready.
whose line is it anyways, man? Numbers don't matter here.
They don't matter.
We just say them, and the
points do, though. The points actually do matter.
Yeah, that's a good point. There's way too much money on the line to say that.
These guys really care about them points.
A Huskers definitely does. The guy's been amazing. Very standout player here for this roster, I feel like, all day. That's not taking away anything from Choco Taco or Visions, but
He gets a gold backpack. Can't go wrong with the gold backpack.
what was the benefit out of that? I didn't catch it.
Gold backpack is
healing.
fast heal, I believe. Yes, it is. Yeah, gold backpack's fast heal. Executioner is the
Body?
body. Fast heal on the backpack, and then
I think it's ultimate cooldown, CDR, and respawn time.
yeah, I think that's the other one. Yes, I think you're
On the
right.
helmet.
Yeah, and that's for the old lifeline, actually. She just puts on her golden thinking cap, and she becomes one of the greatest supply gifts ever made.
You get a crate, and you get a crate.
Might leak these real quick.
38 players left alive in this lobby. As long as they all do stay alive, this will be the last lobby for
I passed the balloon, dude.
Reed's money team, consisting of everybody. An extra point gets into the
4
pockets
points.
here for Kings Canyon. They're down 9
9 point
points.
difference.
Which the thing is, though, again, 9 points is not something that is overcomable. You're going to get 5 for winning. All you need essentially is 4 in your
But
tie.
no, but the Kings Canyon, I don't think have won their game yet.
No, they haven't.
That's
I think
another
the game
5
is
points they would
still
tack
going on. We're going to be able to get word in just a second to actually see where that's at right now. It's going to be close.
Where's the Peacekeeper and I didn't grab it?
So back and forth.
I didn't grab it.
They lost a Peacekeeper. Oh no. Who's gonna keep the peace?
All right.
How are we going to ever keep the peace?
Cascades?
So making standard rotation at this point, mid-game, playing around the highest density areas, trying to find as many kills as possible. You know, nothing major, no adaptation considering we are reaching that 5-minute mark.
Here you go.
Squads.
14 kills in the hands of Dizzy. 4 squads, 12 players left alive. All 3 members are still alive on the team as well.
They can do it. They
they're-
can end
he's
this
splitting
game
off.
and start another one.
He's doing his split off. He's far away from Ninja and King Richard.
That is exactly what they need to be doing if they are going to get one more game with as many kills as possible. This is very clutch here from
If
Dizzy and
King
friends.
Canyon wins this, it will be on the strategy that Ninja and King Richard went off in one direction and they let Dizzy kind of do his own thing. Yes, you could talk about how good of a player Dizzy is, but it's because they're capable
awesome.
and they know exactly that he
Man,
can
that
do
was-
anything that he wants on his own. That's what's able to get them a couple extra kills every match.
Yeah, because now you aren't just saying, okay, well, you all are amazing shooters. You're good shooters, right? It's, well, now we are increasing the probability that you know, to keep my metaphor going, you're running into our lamp.
Coming.
You know, that you are going to be the moth that just floats up to that and goes, oh, it's bright, and then see ya.
You know, when I set that lamp joke down on the table
Yeah.
at the beginning of the
You didn't
broadcast,
think I'd pick it
I
back
wasn't
up.
sure that you'd pick it back up, but boy, oh boy, did you do it, and you got electrified just like that moth.
Face out.
Part is the joke didn't have
Nice. I
anything
got
to
shot
do
from
with what
west
he's
too, I
talking
think,
about either. It was
west,
the
so
I
we
love
can-
loot. It's funny. It came back around like that.
Came in super.
It's what we're here for.
Great.
Holy shit, I have so much.
Now Dizzy has yet to find anybody.
I'm actually restacked.
All right, 3 squads left
Wipe
remaining.
one more.
The question mark appears. So that does mean now that this is crunch time for King Canyon. They need to win this. If
Ooh, I
they
need that, I
want
need
to
that.
guarantee that they get themselves a victory,
Me.
I would say it's almost but guaranteed that if they
Wait,
can
pick it
queue
up.
up
Okay.
before that timer hits 0, they will be able to get themselves in the lead just to the sheer nature of how many kills that they're able to get at the very beginning.
Yeah, and assuming that no wild hair comes in for Husker.
See Dizzy shooting straight up in the air, just being like, I'm over here. Come to me. Let me finish you now.
This is the closest that he has to a flare gun. Hey guys, I'm over
Yep.
here.
Yep.
Can you find me, please?
I actually think that might be the secret. If you pick up the Mozambique and shoot in the air, that's how you get off.
Yeah, I see.
Surprise, guys, Mozambique. We're gonna have it.
The second they hear that, they'll be like, oh, we can kill that guy.
Somebody in Twitch chat is watching this, and they're gonna go play, and they're gonna go,
idea.
"These casters lied to me. I thought this was a flare gun."
Now, if we could go full screen with Dizzy
No,
and
no,
watch
care package.
him in this top 2 situation, I also I want to see the timer as well. I
Yeah,
want to know how
it was
much
an
time
Yeah,
is
that's
left.
the big thing: is how much time is actually left.
Right now we
because
can't see the
are they
timer.
going to be able to finish this and immediately re-queue themselves back up?
Dizzy, top 2.
3 minutes. You just heard them. You just heard them
3
say it
minutes,
actually
yeah.
in the background. So there's 3 minutes left remaining.
If they can finish this and get into another game, I think that's GG.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
will
I
be
agree.
GG. Yeah,
This is,
100%.
I feel like since we hit the
I'm
6-minute
like,
mark, this
blue.
game has literally been, can Dizzy clutch before the end? And if so, this is going to come down to the fact that they were able to get a larger, you know, at least one extra game considering.
You can see he keeps pulling up his minimap. Look how far all of his teammates, Ninja and King Richard, are at least 250 to 300 meters away from each other because they have to go for this spread approach. They know that there is a chance that they are super close with Reed's money team. And so everything is coming down to getting this last squad. But yet again, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves in our favorite minigame, which is where is the last squad?
Yeah, where is the last squad is definitely going to be a
They're
struggle
exploring
here.
so far outside of the circle, and I feel like if I'm the last squad left in a circle this big, I'm going straight for the center. I'm saying I'm just hiding this little circle close around me. Oh no!
Actually,
players down.
This actually is a really big.
This will be huge.
Yeah, it depends. Actually, in both directions, it's actually a huge win because it would actually start a second game if they go down here outside of the circle. And that would put Husky and Friends in another game, and now Dizzy
That
is
would
questionable.
make it even closer.
Yeah, this is insane. The fact that it is this close. Can the third member
Oh, he takes
clutch it out
damage?
here for Huskers? He's
Vision?
below 50%. Taking a lot of damage. He's spraying. He does end up getting the knock, but that means there are more outside of that circle.
Knockdown shield is still going to be
Here
there,
comes
so
the
he's going to try to
teammates.
get some damage.
Oh, but
all right, no, he got full
You know?
finished off. That doesn't mean that they're all done just yet, so he still can get the respawn
There's
timer.
one more person alive somewhere.
Yeah, and Dizzy, meanwhile, still sniffing around, doing his best to try and find something. No Tango's found as we take a
Find
closer
out.
look.
Look at this one.
Two squads still going to remain.
Who didn't win. I think we won this.
They think they won, but they don't know. We are in overtime. The timer is up. The time is up.
Oh, wow.
This is
Time's
it.
up,
So
this
now
is
they
the
didn't
last
do it.
match.
Vision has to win that. He
That-
has
yeah.
to win that game.
I think
There's
that-
no chance.
That's the biggest thing, is that we thought Dizzy may be able to get another game, and look it, they were unable to clutch this out and find the last member before
Guys,
that threshold.
This is so close, it literally is going to matter who wins this game. You
Yeah.
win this game, with the kills you get from it, you have a chance of overtaking it.
I'm not going to lie, man. I feel like the fact that they were not able to get another game is going to be able to set them back, but I
think it is.
I don't know.
They are.
They had a 9-point lead last time we saw. They have to get the 5 points here from the win.
I
to
wonder
secure.
how many. Do we know how many kills King Richard and Ninja have as well?
We do
on
not.
this? We don't. Okay.
I really don't know. It's actually like irritating me, like that. These guys are actually just hiding.
They got him back up? No, okay, we're back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Chaco back up.
Yeah. So Choco's back up. Choco, as well as Visions, are
that's
alive.
huge.
Huskers isn't.
Huskers
there just yet.
isn't.
No.
Huskers has been the carry.
But it's very important to highlight the fact that getting down in this situation outward, we thought they may actually lose this round. Huskers out of kind of an outlier match fast enough to get the restart. This grim circumstance, this is the end for them. We thought they may be able to clutch it out and double down on this, but right now,
They have to win.
they have to.
Not only that, but they need to make sure that they clear out the rest of this
Yeah,
lobby.
that's
There's
what-
11 potential enemies that are left alive. All of them need to be going into their favor because of how we were able to see a solid effort from Dizzy on that last circle
Yeah.
change. That means that they're going to be able to gain that lead because remember, the last time we checked the standings, they were +9. So that means a 9 deficit, including the win,
are they
which you know are
bugging
going to be traded off if both of these teams get it.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to the wire.
And that, for me, I feel like, Dizzy really put the ball in Huskers' squad's court. Straight up with the splitting and the isolating to increase the probability of finding those kills, or at least discovering the information of where they are, has set them apart here. And I feel like is honestly the only reason it feels like they were able to eke at the top of the standings. And by no means is it over yet, but the fact that it is this close and this tense, and they are able to set themselves
the fact
apart
that
is
we're in
so
overtime,
amazing.
The fact that we're in overtime means Dizzy can
There it
just
is.
play it. Right now we're at 7-point game. Oh, Dizzy, okay, they don't have to worry about like how fast they find the team though. That's been a problem all day. At this point, just find them and kill them. You'll win.
So if 7 point, assuming that it's 3 and they get the win, that's going to be 8. That'll put Kings Canyon up to 420.
heck?
And now,
Blaze it, boys.
hey, you take a look over at Huskers though. There are, I believe, 11 or 12 left alive. 12. There's going to be 12 left alive in that lobby. If they get all of those, that's going to end up being +4. I don't think that's enough to be able to catch up to Kings Canyon.
I don't think so either.
If you're thinking about max outputs on that sense, I don't think they actually have enough.
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes down to, how live is that status that we saw? Is that exactly the amount of kills we have in the game itself, right? There's a couple of variables that can come in that
Yes.
I'm willing to go, I'm not going to draw the line concretely here, but I will say that I think that, again, based off the play we got from Dizzy, they put all of it onto Huskers and friends to really show up here, and they did early on, but it does feel like it's just slipping through.
Yeah, neither team has gotten kills in a while.
I think
But those
we have
stats
to
are
frag out.
true live right now.
Oh, wow.
But oh my goodness, it's can they find them? They can't even. Dizzy has been searching and searching for this one team. And meanwhile, on the other side, teams have been dropping like flies. There's 4 teams left. Only 12 kills.
No, we need
Well,
7
3 of which are
I know. No, we need
Huskers in the
7 kills
game.
to win.
So 9 kills left. They can get all those plus
a full team right here.
the win. That's 9. They found a full team.
Yeah, I see
See if they can do it.
They have to.
Yeah, they have to frag out every single member here. They
Yeah,
can't
behind you.
take a look at the kill feed and actually see that anybody else has fallen to another squad because every single point is going to matter right now.
I think Vision just opened with a double knock or at least an immediate kill. As we see the pressure up into the choke once more. That's another knock there. The Gibraltar shield. They're going to pressure around to the back end, spraying there with the R301. Feels like it's inevitable there. Able to get outside of the nuke here. Even with these 3 kills, though, the question is it fast enough to be able to move on to the next group even after that point? As the third party kind of dancing around here. Dizzy in a skirmish on the other side.
Yeah, meanwhile, on the other side, Dizzy was able to get himself a lot of damage. It was 131. Damage on the other side.
Find
He's
it.
going to be able to get a knock. Oh, he's not going to be able to do it. He's going to swap over to his wingman. There's only one. Oh, he's going to do it.
baby!
That's going to be a stab to the face. Champion banner gets thrown out. That's another 8 points onto their mark. So now it comes down to Huskers, Choco Taco, and Visions to secure every single last remaining member in this lobby if they stand a
Yeah, I'm
chance.
They need them all. There's only 3 squads
They're
left. That
fighting.
means 6 total kills. I can't do the math in my head. They have to get all 6 of these kills. They have to get the 11 points.
And we're just saying it best case scenario in this
Best case
situation
scenario,
as
to
well.
give themselves the best chance. Holy crap! It's
Oh, and somebody
Oh.
got down. So the two squads are fighting, so they're going to have the third party. Every single down that they get. At this point, you'd almost wait for one of the enemy to pick up the other one.
Respawn, please.
No, not even respawn. Get him from a knockdown to be able
Yeah.
to lift him up and then get it. It looks like they're going to be in the final fight. This is the home stretch, everybody. Twitch Rivals, for 4 hours, we've been grinding. Both Reed's Money team as well as King Canyon have shown us that fragging is at the forefront of their minds. Choco gets down. He's only got a common
He's out.
on that knockdown shield. He's going to go down. It's up to his team.
His team is moving up here. No shielding on Vision as he moves up, sprays
One.
right into him there with that R99. We got another amount of pressure onto the Allied there, but good
Two.
flank too. The last one is going to stand here of this
You
team.
guys have to heal.
another down.
He has the opportunity to
Yeah,
move up.
I can.
Look for the
block
res.
here.
Looks like that's going to be the case here, knowing that, again, there is that at least 2 members knocked over on the other side.
I'll pop an ult.
Do they go for the Choco res? It
Easy
seems like
things
it might be a bit late for that.
I think it's
King.
too late. You've
Unable
got,
to
you've
find
got
him.
you've got three squads left.
You don't get any points for all 3 of your players being alive.
Yeah.
You just gotta. It doesn't matter who gets the kills. They find the last one. There's the eliminations.
2 squads left remaining.
12 kills for Visions.
Oh, he's got to get all 3 here.
Yeah, I'm a.
Huskers and Visions.
They have to come to you. This
Yeah.
30 seconds.
They're actually going to play
do they?
circle, knowing they have the advantage if they're through this choke. It seems like they're pretty confident they actually are to the southern angle here.
And it's great to see the strategies that they're going for as well. Completely opposite of what King Canyon went, where they kind of sent Dizzy off to do his own thing. Ninja and King Richard kind of went hunting as a duo. They are understanding Choco was like, don't push up. They have to come to you. So let's take a break, recollect yourself, and put yourself in a better position to try to make sure that you get this win.
I think that is one of the beauties of taking away from the North American segment is that we have had very different playstyles. It feels like right here with Reed, we have had be a team, be a unit, and work together, and we're going to rise to the top. And whereas it feels like, what we've gotten from the other squad is the fact that they have just been more, we're mechanically, individually better than a majority of the people here, and we're going to try and capitalize best here based on our
They were getting
circumstances.
shot at from the supply ship,
About myself.
and they've decided to leave.
Taco's like, I need some motherfuckers.
Yeah, I think it's mainly because the circle advantage, right? Is
Yeah,
that-
and again, they don't. Again, time no longer matters now. It is literally they just have to win and get these kills against the only squad that remains. The squad cannot be eliminated by anybody else. There's nobody else in this lobby. It's
Yeah.
just can they frag and get the win.
I'm at 12.
There's going to be a supply
Come on,
drop that they have the opportunity to move into. The only reason I bring that up is because normally we want to see players maybe prioritize something like that, but because time no longer matters, I think you're going to notice our players also probably less up in their face. Yeah, some level of confidence when aiming down sight, but overall they can very much take a breath.
So respawning actually coming up for
There's 3
Choco Taco.
pods
So
here you can
despite
loot,
the
and then
thought process that me and you had
there.
here, Dreadnought, they're actually going to choose to revive him. And now,
These things that
all the
have
meanwhile,
shit.
you're going to see a nice little tactical scan. Is going to come out here by Visions to see if they can find the last one. They have a rough idea of where they are, but they don't have an entire knowledge. Because this is only, I believe, round 3, the ring still doesn't do a whole lot of damage, so they have an opportunity to kind of reroute themselves around if that enemy team so chose. So now they're making sure that they play cautious, they check their corners, and they don't go too far away from each other because they need to win these last battlefights.
Yeah, and when looking towards the remainder of this fight, the second that you find them, expect Visions to immediately plop Blood of the Hunt. He's going to look to get the reveal and make sure he finds individuals. And I actually like that we have seen him hold on to it here a little bit longer until he knows there's a possible skirmish, or at least a bit more confidence, more up on the 90th percentile before you are willing to use that. Because if it's only for scanning, well, as we've seen, it doesn't always, get you in the situation to find a couple of those kills.
Visions feels pretty confident they're around this corner. Being very cautious here.
Again,
Shotgun ammo here.
making sure that they don't go anywhere too crazy.
Just one guy.
The other issue as well is because they're finding themselves at the end of the game where they are, there's so much verticality, there's so much, there's so many places that the enemy can be that they're going to have to be careful, make sure they check all of their corners. Great job actually by Visions to decide to find himself at a high spot. You got to make sure, oh, there's a roof, oh, there's a roof, oh, there's a climb. There, he's able to get it.
I'm just gonna stay up here, dude.
And it's also really beneficial because if somehow they're below the canal, right, they have to move through him. The only way up to him is one zip line outside of any other creative, plays using the character kits themselves.
Okay.
Come here,
I
Choco.
don't like it. I don't like it.
Come
It
to
just
me,
seems
Choco.
there's no reason. There's no reason for that. We can just sit here together.
I like
and win
that.
the
You
game
see them
and win
always
the
reeling it in, right? They're getting impatient. It's so common as a Battle Royale player to have impatience at moments like this. Honestly, I don't think Battle Royale is the only one, but it shows the most within a Battle Royale how eager you can become.
My heart's
About to play
beating.
PUBG
Yeah.
after,
Like
what?
I'm in top 2 with them. There's so much on the line here.
I was about to say, congratulations. I'm glad to know that you're alive.
Yeah,
Your
so,
heart
dude,
beating.
it feels so good. Feel the oxygen. Circle closing.
This is a huge moment.
It
Blood
is.
of the Hunt's going to be very, very soon here. With the pressure that's going to bring up the other team to come in, there's the
Found him.
vision.
Oh,
Here
there
we
it
go,
is.
boys!
Beast of the Hunt
go.
is here. It's time to rock and roll. The last 2 squads are alive, and it's
Airstrike on you,
Reed's
airstrike on
money team that needs to get these last couple kills as well as the win to ensure that there's even a chance they can
guy's one
compete
shot.
with
Someone's
Kings
damaged.
Canyon.
The other team is in the circle.
Water with
Oh, that nuke actually on top of him as well.
Yeah.
That's a lot of shielding and a lot of damage can come through. Positional advantage still
They got him!
in favor of Reed and
They did
friends,
it!
and they get themselves their final
Oh my
championship
goodness, it's
ban.
gonna be down to the wire. It's gonna be so few points. I want you to remember, they were down twice. Twice Visions had to clutch. Once they had to respawn Choco Taco. Oh, they came so close to losing that game, but they pull off, what is that, 25 bomb and the win that's worth 30 points.
Is it enough, though?
Again, a lot of those points were already factored into the scoreboard we saw. Folks, we're gonna take a quick break just to make sure we get all the points
Okay.
right. We'll make sure we get them all right. When we come back, we will have you the point total. I'll leave you a skadoodle here. Oh, man. It has been 8 hours of Apex Legends. 4 in Europe. We saw Team Main run away with it here, and now into North America. We have finished. We have a winner. We don't know who it is. They haven't told us. We're going to be surprised. You guys are going to be surprised. I want to know who it is.
Dun,
it was
dun,
King
dun, dun.
Canyon by
1 point!
420 for the win.
Oh, wait. Let's reel this back. We asked what kills or wins.
Wait for it.
Yeah.
What kills or wins matter the most at the end of the day, and it was
wins.
the W
It was the wins.
in for Kings Canyon.
Which means that Raid Money team actually makes the most money because they have the most kills, so they make $14,500 out of this. But Kings Canyon take home the win.
1 point stood between these two teams. We mentioned, and you said it best, Dreadnought, that, yeah, kills are cool. It's great to rack up. It's great to get those highlights, but you still got to win the game at the end of the day. Those extra 3 wins, if you'd have got those 3 wins, that's 15 points. This would have been a no contest.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. And one thing that we got to bring up, we looked at it all day long. The Broys versus Visrespect. We've got the answer. Is Shroud good enough? He's too cocky. I'm bringing him down.
You didn't bring
The answer is cockiness is not cockiness when it's backed up with action.
50 points and 60 kills separated the two teams.
Better luck next time, Doc. You haven't brought him down just yet. The meme lord in my mind cannot deal with the fact that 420 points was what you needed to win here today. Kings Canyon takes it, but holy crap, folks, it's been incredible. Today's been awesome. Look at Ninja's happy. Look at him.
Giving you the head bob.
Where's the pom-pom, man? Come on. Oh, okay, never mind, sorry.
He doesn't need it. He's happy.
He's happy about that, but oh man, it's just Dr. Disrespect's reaction.
Probably not a good look.
Easy, it's good.
How's he feeling?
How you feel, Doc? Not interested in hearing what we have to say.
That's what happens. That's what happens.
I'm so sorry,
You're gonna get.
I'm so sorry.
Were you about to say the Doc's gonna tweet at me?
Oh,
No.
If that would be, if he's like mad at me about, that'd be the highlight of my day.
Highlight of
go,
my
dude.
career at this point.
Here you go.
Let's go. Fantastic stuff from everybody involved. A wonderful, wonderful event. And folks, we're playing Apex Legends again next Tuesday. You thought this was fun? We're doing it all again. And tomorrow, folks, we are